Hello and welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me. Let's get right into your twin flame reading. Let's get some updates on what's going on in your connection. What is going on in your twin flame connection? And as always, please be advised that there are several fake Instagram imposter accounts out there that may be following you. They may be asking you for a reading. They may be asking you for money. Please be safe out there. Please be sure to block and report these scammer accounts. Thank you all so very much. So what does the universe want you to know? And then we will get into our channeled message from your twin flame, as well as we will be going into an extended reading where we just go deeper into the guidance and messages from the universe. So let's dive right in. So we have the Seven of Wands, we have the Six of Cups, and we have the Queen of Swords. So what does the universe want you to know about your connection? So this is challenge, determination, resistance. So your connection may be challenged with either you or your twin flame resisting. They could be resisting union. They could be resisting love. They could be resisting forgiveness. And I'm hearing this could be resisting to forgiving oneself. And I feel like these are, it's like nothing new, but it is from like stemming from the past, like past residual energies that are surfacing. And this is happening so that we can let go, we can release and purge what no longer serves us, what no longer serves your connection. So you may feel challenged when it comes to moving forward on your connection. You may feel challenged regarding your communication, maybe not being able to have communication flow the way you want. But I do see that there is this determination to get through the challenges that you're both being faced with. So it's very different because this is energy of, okay, you're being faced with things, faced with challenges, but there is this determination to break free because you are both no longer wanting to have things go the way they used to be. Both of you are wanting to move forward and move past just everything that has been holding you back. So for some of you, you may feel like you may be challenged with your own doubt, your own disbelief, your own thoughts. If you're not really seeing anything moving forward in your connection, you may be challenged with disbelief. So I do see you moving out of this energy and into one that is more relaxed. So if you're feeling any of this energy that is challenging you or your connection, know that we are all moving through this. This, I want to say, is part of the purging, part of the letting go. So it's like, when you're emptying your plate at the end of the meal, you're just getting rid of, scraps. So it's like the energy is like you're just getting rid of the last stuff on your plate that you're not wanting to carry forth. So it's a very positive energy. So it's very good to know that if you're being challenged on any level, that it is kind of this residual energy that we're all just kind of like scraping to get rid of, to let go of. So it's all part of the purging of these challenges that you may be faced with. Because I see you moving into a more relaxed energy. See, this is a beautiful energy of 6 of Cups. So it says memories, childhood, nostalgia. And what I also get from this is an energy of innocence, moving out of the challenge and the heaviness into a lighter, more carefree energy. Because 6 of Cups is also a card of childhood. So returning to childlike innocence. And what does that really mean? That means when we are being faced with having to forgive our twin flame, or forgive anyone in our lives for that matter, it is happening because this childlike energy is a result of letting go of resentment. So as much as you love your twin flame, as much as they love you, not being able to forgive is one of the biggest blocks. And the thing about forgiveness is that, like, on paper or in our heads, we're like, okay, yeah, I still love them, so I guess we're okay. But forgiveness means that you hold no anger, resentment, like you have nothing in your space, you have nothing in your heart when it comes to the person that has hurt you. If you still feel like you're upset at what the person did to you, you haven't completely forgiven them in your heart and in your being. So it's one thing to say, okay, I forgive. And this came up in last week's reading, and I feel like it's come up in almost every single reading today that I've done for clients. It's like the universe is like saying forgiveness. Forgiveness is what is holding most twin flames back. So if you think you've forgiven your twin flame, a way to test that is if they've hurt you and you relive the moment, if it stings for a second, but then, you're not angry about it. I don't know. Well, yeah, then you know that you're forgiving. But if you're still upset over what someone did to you, you haven't forgiven. So when we get to this energy of childlike innocence, this is a childlike innocence in how you are with your twin flame. It's like 2 innocent children, free of any obstacles, blocks, limitations, resentment, anger, disappointment. If you still feel disappointed, you haven't completely forgiven your person, your twin flame, or someone in your life. Because it's okay to forgive one person, like say your twin flame completely, but if you haven't forgiven a parent, if you haven't forgiven, a daughter, a son, niece, nephew, cousin, grandparent, aunt, uncle, ex-boss, ex-lover, ex-boyfriend, your boyfriend, your girlfriend when you were 15, anything in your space is what you're going to find that you are being challenged with. So you see, this is you, and these are all of the past resentments that are going to come up. And if you don't recognize them as the people that have hurt you, it's going to get projected onto your twin flame connection. So you're going to perceive them as you're upset at them, you're disappointed in them, or you're hurt, because this is the unresolved stuff that we are getting rid of. We're taking off our plate. We don't want this anymore. So you test it by going within and saying, okay, what is in my heart when I think of this person? And if you can picture yourself embracing them, looking them in the face and saying, I forgive you, you know that there's nothing in your space anymore, which will allow for this beautiful energy of childlike innocence. And that this energy is where union meets. Because think of when you first came across your twin flame, that energy was like pure because it was so full of love. It just was pure and innocent, and you connected. That's the same energy that you are going to reunite in. And unless that energy is there, it's going to hold you in your spots. It's going to hold twin flames where they are until this childlike innocence and purity is present for both of you. So not only do you have to forgive, but your twin flame also has to forgive everyone in their lives, including themselves. So you also have to forgive yourself. They also have to forgive themselves. So that's how we get to this, letting go of the past, because forgiveness is truly letting go of what happened. And keep in mind, forgiveness is not for them. It's not to condone what they did to you, but it is for your peace of mind, and so that you can breathe and be in harmony and alignment with your true nature, which is balance, harmony, peace. You're doing it for you. You're forgiving others for you, not for them, not to get them off the hook or make them feel better. It's for you. Then we have the Queen of Swords, and this is brilliant, experienced, humorous. I love this because I see that the energies are moving towards this. Queen being an empowered energy, also one of truth. And so your connection is coming through all of this stuff to this bright, shiny brilliance of where your connection is supposed to be at. So, sometimes we get stuck in this phase of being challenged and getting stuck because we're not able to let go. We're not able to forgive certain people. I get it. It's human nature. It's our mind that causes us to hold on to that hurt, hold on to the resentment. So once you're transitioning to this beautiful energy, this is where your connection is meant to be at. Your connection is meant to be in this higher, lighter, brilliant energy where your love thrives, where you just love unconditionally because you feel it, because you can. So again, as I mentioned, I believe in last week's reading, combining the childlike innocence, wonder, and magic with our spiritual awareness and wisdom, that is the sweet spot of where humanity is meant to be. And as twin flames, we are the leaders. We are leading humanity into this vibration of alignment, aligning and accepting the dark and the light. the ego and the higher self, the mind and the heart, the head and the heart. It's twin flames who are leading the rest of the planet to come into alignment. And when we are in alignment, we are ascending to the higher and higher frequencies. So you have access to this right now. All you have to do is drop into your heart space. And that's where you have access to feeling more of who you truly are, feeling the unconditional love that is ever present between you and your twin flame. Because when we're in our heads, we have all this doubt. We question everything that's going on. We question everything that's happening and everything that's not happening. But we just have to quiet the mind, go into our heart space, and that is where the truth is. That is where these energies, these higher vibrations of alignment are coming into play. And to bring it more in our lives, we just have to drop into our heart space. So I have my my sign here with Valentine's Day just around the corner. You know, bringing more love to us. So I do see this as a very positive transition into feeling the energies much lighter in your connection. Because as I mentioned last week, it's like a roller coaster. Some days your connection feels very heavy. You're feeling a lot of heavy emotion when it comes to your twin flame. Things like guilt, regret, remorse, disappointment, abandonment, rejection. But I see this as moving into a much lighter vibe where it's like shining. So to kind of stay in that vibe, we just have to go within and connect to our heart. So all you have to do is bring your awareness. So right now you're listening to my voice, but when you close your eyes and you bring your awareness to your heart, to the center of your chest, you'll feel the energy there, and that is what is here. This is what's available to you. This is what you have access to despite what may be happening, despite the challenges. This is more of like what's going on in the 3D reality. This is what's going on in the truth of your connection. So what I keep seeing is transition. The energies are helping your connection to transition into this higher vibration and higher frequency. So you are going to feel much better. You are going to feel as if your connection is being supported by the universe. So this is amazing. This is so very beautiful. So let's continue on and see where you are at on the journey. Where are you at? I was just guided to save the channeled message for the end. So you can always just fast forward to the end if you can't wait. But so let's see where you are at. What does the universe want to bring to your attention when it comes to your twin flame? We have the Page of Cups. It says Page of Water. We have the 7 of Earth, which is 7 of Pentacles. And we have the 3 of Air, which is 3 of Swords. The universe is saying that a lot of pain is coming to the surface, not to be alarmed. Your twin flame may not be doing anything. They may not even be like, you may not even be in contact with them. But I feel like you are being triggered by them. And that's what I'm getting here. See the upset. So the universe is reminding you that your twin flame is not hurting you intentionally or purposely. To remember that they have certain contracts that they have to live out, that they have to complete, soul agreements that they made with themselves and with others and with the universe that are still may not be in completion. So it may not necessarily even be having to do with another. Well, it could be a karmic partner, it could be a soulmate connection, it could be a son or a daughter or a family member. But there are certain contracts that are needing to close out. See how much the universe is supporting you in this pain that you're feeling. There's something that's happening that's triggering this pain within you. See, and the word forgiveness is there. It's just like you can't get away from not forgiving. It's like everywhere we turn, forgiveness, 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 and we're all like, no, 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 I'm not ready. The forgiveness is for you. It's not for them. If someone has broken your heart, if it's your twin flame, to forgive them, like you don't have to tell them to their face. It's for you to be at peace within your heart. Because it could have been like 10 years since this person has hurt you, but the pain that you feel is as fresh as the new fallen snow. It's like so fresh, as if it's just happened to you. But this is a message to help you let go of the pain. And I'm feeling really the emotions. Like, I'm sorry if some of you are feeling this emotion and tears are coming, because I'm feeling like I want to cry. This is not, it's not for them. It's not to say, what you did to me is okay and you're off the hook. No, look at how tightly the angels are holding you. This forgiveness is for your healing, not for the person that hurt you. This is for your healing. This is for your peace of mind so that you can move forward. And this is what I'm hearing, is so that no one ever hurts you again like this. Because once you've forgiven it, you're releasing it like permanently, so you're not attracting other people who hurt you the same way. So these feelings, feel them. Feel the sorrow, feel the sadness of how that person hurt you as if they just did it. Because when you cry, those tears is what's healing your heart. Okay? I'm sending you all a big hug because I'm feeling it. I'm feeling what you're feeling, and it's okay. You feel it so that you can heal it and let it go, and then it no longer has power over you. Because when you don't forgive the person that hurt you, it's going to keep happening in your twin flame connection. You have to forgive that parent. You have to forgive that grandparent, aunt, uncle, authority figure, teacher, policeman, whoever it was that hurt you. You have to really go in and forgive them. Picture them in your mind, face to face, and saying, I forgive you. I'm willing to let this go. And if that is still difficult, I did mention last week that you can just ask your angels on your behalf to forgive them. But again, like, healing and forgiveness does not happen overnight. I wish it worked that way. I wish it was like poof magic, but it happens over. Any wound, any physical wound on our body, it takes time to heal. Much more, emotions take even longer because they've been sitting in us. These wounds have been sitting for a long time. So this sorrow, this pain is coming up in your twin flame connection so that you can heal the person that truly hurt you. Again, if it was your twin flame, but if you go back, you will recognize that there was someone else who broke your heart before you ever met your twin flame. And it could have been a parent. Maybe a parent betrayed your trust, or they broke your heart in some way. We have to let this go. This is the only way we're going to move forward in life and in having everything that you want, including true love. So we got this, okay? You can do this. You can do this. And I'm seeing here with when I see the word assessment, these emotions are causing you to assess your twin flame connection. The pain of what happened to you that you have to release and let go of is, I want to say, causing you to look at your connection and reassess it to the point of, I don't know if I can do this anymore. I don't know if I want this. If they're not going to be with me like soon, I don't know how much longer I can do this. I get that. So you're going through this whole assessment of, do I really want to stay, or do I really want to go? Do I want to move on and not have to feel this way anymore? But your angels are right there. The universe is right there. Just when you're about to give up, the universe is reminding you that you did sign up for this, that this was a mission that you chose to embark on. You chose to accept it, not only for your healing and your twin flames healing, but for the healing of the planet. If we who are twin flame leaders for humanity, if we cannot forgive, if we cannot believe, then there's no way the rest of humanity is going to either. So this reassessment, this, debating, like, I just want to know if I'm going to be with them, because then I'm going to let it go and move on. You can do that. You can definitely do that. And for many, many of us have to go through that in order to see, what, in order to see the truth of what love is and what love isn't, but maybe more so what connection is, what a soul connection is and what it isn't. So for many twin flames who give up, and I'm not saying give up is in a bad way, it's okay. Everyone always has choice. If you choose to embark on another connection, like a soulmate karmic connection, that's okay, because you will see what a spiritual connection is, as opposed to what a 3D everyday ordinary relationship is. And sometimes we have to go through that to appreciate a twin flame connection. So you're feeling all kinds of feelings, and it's causing you to like consider what your options are, and that's okay. But this is the challenge that, twin flames are being faced with. So what I always recommend is to never make drastic decisions when you're upset. Make the decision on a beautiful sunny day when everything is working out in your favor, because I know you have those days. You just maybe don't acknowledge that you're having these amazing days. On a beautiful day where you're feeling good, then reassess what you want to do. And I don't want to give out the answer, but it's like, you're not going to give up on the twin flame journey. I've seen it happen over and over again. And, everyone's life is different. That's the whole adventure of our lives, is we get to choose which path, right? So, and if you're choosing to let go of your connection to avoid feeling this, the chances that are very high that these feelings are going to come back in another connection. It's almost guaranteed. So you're almost like, it's better off to just not decide to do anything until these feelings have subsided. Yeah, we don't want to make any big decisions when you're in this vibration. You guys are doing great. I know the fact that you're feeling this way is a huge indicator that you are moving forward, because you are being confronted and you are dealing with what you were being confronted with. So that only means progression. And that is a positive thing. So this says sensitive, open-hearted, intuitive. You're moving into this because when you have given the space to clear out all of this sorrow, in whatever way you're called to do that, to truly let it go, then you are in this amazing energy of intuition. Like, you're able to trust your intuition, and you're in this flow of love because your heart is open. When we're not able to forgive, our heart contracts and closes down. But when we forgive, then it allows the energy and love to flow. And you're able to, like, you're in this amazing energy of sensitivity, and you're able to be vulnerable because you've let go of having your guard up. Because once you forgive, the guard comes down, your heart opens, and there's more vulnerability. And that really is what is needed in any relationship. When we're able to be truly vulnerable and show how and talk about how we truly feel, like in a honest way, that is what is really needed as a foundation in your connection. So again, I'm also seeing moving out of this heavy sorrow. You're feeling it, but the forgiveness is there. You have what it takes. You're able to do it. Yeah. And for many of you who are still feeling these feelings, you know that you're invested in your connection, that doesn't matter how much sorrow is there, you know that you can't give up, because when you give up, it's like you're giving up on your own heart. So like a lot is coming up, and even with, you know, the solar flares that are happening on the planet, this is what kind of opens us up. It opens us up. It opens up our consciousness. It opens up our soul. It opens up our heart, and we almost have, like, we don't have any control over it. This is the ascension. This is, you know, coming to the age of enlightenment, where gone are the days of how things used to be. On a planetary level, we are evolving and expanding into new territories. So when it comes to your connection is also expanding into a more open way of being, an open consciousness, being open to expansion. So this is beautiful. This really is, I see transition, progression, expansion, and it sometimes does feel sticky. But you've got this. Like, you've built up strength beyond your, like, you've become strong and resilient on this journey. The Queen energy is someone who is sovereign. You are sovereign in your world, whether you're male, female, or otherwise. You are sovereign. You have the power. You are the creator. So sometimes when we're in this energy, you forget your power, but you are coming back to your power because of this Queen energy, because you're invested in your spiritual journey, in your spiritual growth. So you got this. You're being supported 1000%. You're being supported, so loved during this time. Yeah, because once you get to this, it's like smooth waters for you, for all of us. So that is exciting. Okay. So let's see where your twin flame is at. Where is your twin flame at on the journey? Where's your twin flame at when it comes to you? I feel like Valentine's Day can be a very triggering event for all of us, whether we're twin flames or not, and we have too many here. And I feel that, you know, it's a trying time because of the message behind Valentine's Day, you know. Okay, so we have Ace of Swords, we have the Two of Swords, and we have the Nine of Cups. Aces are about new beginnings. So they're opening up to what they truly want. Because Nine of Cups is a card of wish fulfillment. So you are their wish. They're opening up to you as being their choice. And the reason why things aren't progressing yet for you is because they are at a crossroads in their life. once they choose you, they have to let go of everything else in their life. Like the way life as they knew it, they have to let that go because they're choosing you. Because not only does it affect, it affects the people around you. So they're at a crossroads, and for some of them, they may be avoiding the choice. And they are being guided, but they're not rushing to make any decisions because they do feel heavy about it. You're both going through these challenges, so they are being confronted by a lot of fear of the future, fear of the unknown. What if it doesn't work out? What if I'm not happy in the end? What if I'm not happy with the choice that I make? There's so much indecision. Swords are about, thought. Two of Swords is about the indecision, confusion. And so when there is this confusion, they're just avoiding making the choice altogether. But thank goodness for the Nine of Cups, because this does mean that they want that you are their wish and that they haven't given up on this wish. That's why this card is showing up. Because even though it may be difficult for them to actually choose or to take action, this connection is still what they want. You are their happiness. It says happiness, dreams, wishes. You are what they wish for. You are what they dream about. You are their happiness. They haven't given up on that. They're just at a crossroads and they're avoiding making the decision. But the universe is on them. See, they're dragging their feet, but the universe is there saying, come on, you could do it. You got this. The universe is cheering them on. Because the universe is reminding them, look at how happy you're meant to be when you make the choice. So the universe is always guiding them to make the choices that they need to make in their lives, showing them glimpses of what it could be like with you. So not only are, you going through this, difficulties with your emotions, they are feeling afraid to make the choice, afraid to commit to a choice that they still are uncertain of. So the universe is helping them to release this fear. The universe is there. The universe is always there with angels, spirit guides, ascended masters. And when you are able to commit to the choices that you need to make in your life, that is really going to help them and benefit them. So whatever choice that you are avoiding to make in your own life, and it doesn't even have to do with your twin flame, whether that's a choice of leaving a new job, changing careers, moving residence, any major decisions that you're avoiding to make, when you finally make the choice and you decide, this will help them, because whatever happens to you also impacts your twin flame. So when you let go of any fear that you're holding on to, it will help them let go of the fear of making a choice. So I love the energy of Nine of Cups, because this is experiencing everything that you could possibly want and more. And they're really, they're seeing how they really want that. They really want to be able to have that feeling of fulfillment with you in love. So that's where they are. Okay, so moving on, let's see what else the universe wants you to know. What else does the universe want you to know? What else does the universe want you to know? What are the messages? What else does the universe want you to know? Ugh, too many. What else does the universe want you to know? Healing. With forgiveness comes healing. You must forgive. It's time. We cannot ascend unless we resolve all of that. And we thought we could, sweep it under the rug. We thought we could get away with not having to forgive people who are no longer maybe in our lives anymore. We thought, we don't have to deal with that. Have to deal with it. We have to. This is what the universe is saying. This is what's blocking you. The lack of forgiveness. Even if that's just forgiving a neighbor from 15 years ago. Even if that's forgiving your best friend for betraying you, for breaking your heart like 20 years ago. Forgiving your twin flame for not choosing you. All of that needs to be healed. Because we cannot move forward when we have all of these feelings of hurt, pain, resentment that are weighing us down. Who's feeling guilty? Any guilt that you have. Maybe you were the one that broke someone's heart. Maybe you were the one that betrayed someone. And this even stems from past life. So in this life, when someone betrays you, it's because in a past life you betrayed them. The saying, like, I don't know I forget what the saying is, but it's like, whatever you do to someone, it comes back to you. So, you betrayed someone in a past life, they're betraying you now in this life. So when you see that it's just a consequence to what you did, then you're more able to forgive that person because you know that it really stemmed from you. And I say this with love. Not to diminish, what you went through. So you may be feeling feelings of guilt, maybe towards a parent or a loved one that you really must let go of. Because when we hold on to guilt without knowing it, it manifests in your twin flame connection as your twin flame will appear to be guilty for something. It's not that you both created it intentionally, it's because this energy of guilt is still outstanding and there's nothing being done about it, so it manifests so that it can be dealt with and let go. Yeah. So your twin flame feeling guilt towards you is a manifestation of the guilt that you also have within you from the past. You have unresolved guilt. So this all has to be like cleared away. I blame you for what happened to us. This should be like on t-shirts for Twin Flames. And I say this with love because in all the readings that I ever do, and I say this with love because I know like a lot of my clients are watching, it's so easy to blame our twin flame for not being who we want them to be. But what if they are? What if they are the person that you want them to be, but it's just your blame that is creating them as the opposite of what you want? So if we take blame out of the picture and you think of them as like they're just so amazing, they could do no wrong, then you're creating them that way. You're creating that space for them to show up as being an amazing partner for you. But this blame, we have to really release this blame because it's what's creating more of the same. It's creating more of the same. And we don't want that. Right? So you're blaming your twin flame for what happened to you. Or your blame, you have underlying blame to why your life turned out the way it did towards your parents or your caregivers or who raised you. There's someone that you have still unresolved anger because if they did something better or if they didn't do something, then you feel your life would have turned out differently. But we have to remember that we are the creators of our life. And that a lot of stuff from the past, because it's a pattern, we recreate it in our adult life. So this blame you have towards someone that hurt you or towards your twin flame is really blame you have towards a twin flame in a past life or from childhood, blame towards a parent. So the universe is really saying like you're to just remind you that these all have to come into reconciliation. Like the books have to be balanced when it comes to all of this stuff. Because these are what's outstanding. And it really is what is holding you back. Not only from love and connecting with your twin flame, but it's also holding you back from really receiving your prosperity, your abundance. If there are any money blocks, chances are, you're holding on to either guilt or resentment or undeservingness. There's some emotion that hasn't been reconciled, and that is causing a major block in life. So, not to feel singled out, because this is in general for all of us. All of us. We must reconcile. We must balance the books of our lives in order to have what we want. Because if we don't, it's just going to keep repeating as a pattern. But it's not going to keep repeating because you're aware now. You're aware of what the patterns are. You're aware of the forgiveness and who you need to forgive. You know now. So it's like we can't avoid it anymore. So I feel like this reading has brought up a lot of really heavy stuff, which we can see as a positive thing. Because once all of this has been cleared, there's nothing left but good times. There's nothing left to clear because we've cleared it all. We've forgiven everybody. We've let go of all these emotional blocks. There's nothing holding you back from receiving the kingdom of heaven. So amazing. It sounds heavy, it may feel heavy, but it's only because we're there. We're right on the precipice of everything that we ever wanted and dreamed of. And it may feel extra heavy because we are, as twin flames, doing the heavy lifting for the planet, but we signed up for it because we're strong. So we're at the precipice. We're there. You're there. You're at the brink of having everything. So do the work and know that you are being carried. You're being supported by the universe, that it's not, it may feel scary, sound hard, but it's not. All it takes is your awareness and openness to know that not only are you being supported and assisted at every turn, that it doesn't have to be hard. It can feel like a sting for a second, and then once the initial sting is done, and then it's like, okay, this is not as bad as I thought it would be, right? So we got this. You got this. I have complete 100% faith in you. Every one of you who are watching, I know you can do this. It's why you're watching this video at this particular time. This particular video is because you got this. This is just the last clearing, the last haul that has to be let go, and you're there. And it's also to remind you that you deserve it all. You deserve it all. You truly, truly do. Okay. Let us continue on and see what the guidance is for you and what is coming up for you. What is the guidance for you and your twin flame? And in the, I forgot the messages. Okay, we'll do the channeled message at the very end, and I will continue going in deeper with more messages. Maybe they're more specifically for you and your situation, more specific to what you need to know to move forward on your journey. Okay. So we have sacred purpose, eternal flame, ancestral legacy. Eternal flame is twin flame. It's confirming your connection. We have earth magic, fearlessness, removing obstacles. Balance, stability, standing firm. Angelic assistance, divine guidance, loving support. Amazing. So the universe, the guidance for you is you're experiencing what you're experiencing. You're feeling what you're feeling only because something is out of balance. And as I mentioned earlier, the books have to balance out. So this again could be reconciling and it's a stability, standing firm. So what I'm getting, like what I'm getting is the guidance is that maybe you were standing too firm in doing what's actually preventing you from what you truly want. So the God open to what is truly needed to help bring you back into balance. Be open. And when we're open, then we allow for the miracles to truly happen. So the universe is assisting you to bring balance back into your life, to bring balance back to the books of all your relationships and of all the people that you've been in relationship with. The books are coming back into balance. So say, for example, if an ex, if you betrayed an ex in the past, then the books are being reconciled by experiencing what your ex did. And when you have the awareness of, okay, I'm experiencing betrayal because I betrayed someone in the past, that awareness is bringing balance back, restoring balance. Because without the awareness, you betrayed someone in the past, like you betrayed an ex, and then your twin flame is betraying you. Without that awareness, it's like there was no point. Like the reconciliation, the balancing of the books is not happening because you're not seeing how it connects, how the energies are being reconciled, so that once you forgive your twin flame for betrayal, your ex will then be able to forgive you for you betraying them. So you see how it connects. So that's how the energies are reconciling, as an example. I'm not saying that this is what happened to you or is what's going to happen. I was just giving it as an example. Sacred purpose. Your sacred purpose, other than union, is to come into union with yourself and help the planet also come into union. That is your sacred purpose. And however that may entail, whether that's actually being of service to others, or if that is being in loving, harmonious alignment within yourself, within your twin flame connection. In that way, the world benefits. So to always keep in mind that you are making changes in the world, that you are impacting the changes in the world for generations to come. You are doing the heavy lifting to help generations to come so that they can experience a paradise. We're doing the heavy lifting to clear out the old in order for the new to come in. That is our sacred purpose. So you could be doing that through your work, through your vocation, career, job. It could be through having family, raising children, creating empires, creating businesses, creating community, creating well-being for others, whatever it is, to know that that is your sacred purpose. Being in union is a sacred purpose. And the fact that we are always being like guided to come into union, like it's like the universe is dangling this carrot so that we keep trudging forward, we keep moving forward, and that way we move humanity forward. This is our sacred purpose, eternal flame. It's the universe reminding you, you are supposed to be in union. You are on track, even if it feels like you're way off track when it comes to union or your soul purpose, your sacred purpose. Earth magic, fearlessness, removing obstacles. This is what's coming up for you in your twin flame. It's the removal of the obstacles. And yes, we are being assisted, but we also have to lift a finger and do the work as well. Doing the work is, shadow work, healing, forgiveness. reconciling whatever needs to come back into balance. That's the work. So there's magic in store for you. There's magic in store for you. And in order for magic to happen, we must believe in magic. Because that's really what's in store for you. You are always being divinely guided. There is an energy, there is a presence that is always helping you. You may not have felt it because you may not have been open to it. But when you believe in magic, it means you're open to miracles. You're open to possibility and not standing so firm in disbelief. When we open up our hearts, then we can embrace the true magic of miracles happening every day in our lives. You are being assisted and guided by the angelic realm, by the higher realms, because that's how much we are loved. That's how much you are loved. And when you're feeling stuck, when you're feeling afraid, all you have to do is ask for divine guidance, and it's there immediately. Your angelic team, your spirit guides, your ascended masters are just waiting for you to ask, because they cannot intervene without your permission. So your prayers, you must believe that your prayers are working. If that's what you do, if you pray, you must believe that you are manifesting, because the universe supports it. The universe supports your truest and highest desires. So the universe is saying that you must believe, because what is in store for you is beyond anything you could ever imagine. That's what's in store for you. Fulfillment and joy beyond what you could have ever imagined for yourself. And all we have to do is open our hearts and forgive. And if you've forgiven everyone in your life, take the opportunity to forgive yourself. You deserve your own forgiveness. Even if you think you don't need to forgive yourself, it's a good practice to forgive yourself, to allow yourself to be forgiven. That is the most beautiful gift you can give yourself, is forgiveness. So that is amazing. Okay. So I'm seeing here, like, the universe is saying everything that you dream of is yours. Believe, believe, believe. Let go of the past. Forgive, and it is, and it shall be yours. Amazing. So let's get that channeled message for you from your twin flame. What are the words that your twin flame wants you to know? Okay, channeled message from your twin flame. Okay, your twin flame is saying, I am hopeful. I am hopeful that as we approach this holiday of love, that whether we are together or not, I'm hopeful that you know and remember how much I love you. That just because we aren't together doesn't mean that I don't love you. Just because we're not together doesn't mean that you aren't important to me. I'm hopeful that you will trust in the timing that just because we aren't together on a certain day, that it's possible for us to live the rest of our lives together and in love. That even if I can't give you what you need, even if I can't be with you on Valentine's Day or any holiday out of the year, that I give you what's precious to me, and that is my heart. You are the only one that has my heart. Because that is what is truly my most precious possession, is my own heart, and I'm giving it to you as a symbol of my undying love for you. No one else has my heart but you. And I want to give you more than just my heart. I want to give you the patience that you give me. I want to give you the kindness that you give me. I want to give you the effort and the energy and the focus that you've given me. I want to be the one that makes you smile. I want to be the one to give you that hug whenever you need it. So please know that I want to give you the world. And just because I'm not able to do that now doesn't mean that I will never be able to do it, because I know that I will. I know that what you and I have, that you and I don't have with anyone else. Please know that even when I'm not with you, on the days that you want me to be with you, that I love you more than you know. I love you more than I can say. And whenever you hear our song, or you hear any song with loving words, that is me reaching across time and space to remind you how much you are loved. And just because I'm not able to tell you, it doesn't mean that I don't feel this love that I have for you. I always want you to know how much I do love you. And I want to thank you for your patience and understanding, because I'm coming home, or I know that you're coming home, because home is us being together. That is what home truly is. So until this day is actually here, please remember that there is no holiday that could celebrate our love as much as each day would be a celebration being together. So please know that I'm always reminding you somehow of my love that I have for you. On Valentine's Day, or your birthday, or any holiday, please know that I am thinking of you, I am with you, and I'm doing everything I can in my power to move us forward. into creating the life that we want to experience together. And so that is your channeled message. So very beautiful. I couldn't have asked for better cards to show up in this reading as we approach Valentine's Day. So just a message for you to know that even if you're not in union on Valentine's Day, that your love is so much more than that. Your love is so much more than flowers and chocolate and wearing red and, red roses or all the stuff or going out for dinner. All of that is, a commercialized version of a small aspect of what you have with your twin flame. Valentine's Day is not even enough to celebrate the love that you have. So not to feel less than if you're not together on Valentine's Day, not to feel hurt or rejected, and know that you can celebrate your love in separation by saying a beautiful personal prayer of gratitude, lighting a candle, treating yourself, buying yourself flowers, writing a poem. That you don't need Valentine's Day to affirm your connection with your twin flame. We don't need anything external, because the true feeling and the true celebration happens within us. And when we are open to it, we have access to that celebration every day. It's just, when we're focused on the sorrow of separation, then yes, it's a sad thing, but love is meant to be celebration, and you are meant to be celebrated, because without you there would be no union. And so you are a reason to celebrate love. You are a celebration of love. You are a confirmation that love exists. You were created because love exists. You exist because love exists. So you are reason for celebration, not just on February 14th, but every day, not just on your birthday, but every day of the year. You are cause for celebration. So remember that, and you can honor that by really taking care of yourself, by doing things that reflect self-love. And a part of self-love is clearing out the emotions that we don't need to focus on. Sure, they exist, but we don't have to live our lives in sorrow and pain and hurt and feelings of separation. You are never separate from your twin flame. You're one. So celebrate you. Take yourself out. Treat yourself. Take yourself out on a trip, or to the movies, or for dinner, or for a massage, pedicure, manicure, get your hair done. Whatever it is to celebrate you. That just because you're not in union on a specific date doesn't mean that you're not meant to celebrate you. I celebrate you. I truly celebrate you. And the world wouldn't be the same without you. You offer so much to this world, and you are cause for celebration. So honor yourself as we approach February 14th. Many of you may be in union. Many of you may be connecting, hearing from one another. But even if you're not, you are cause for celebration. You are cause for celebration because you are loved beyond words. There are not enough words in vocabulary to describe how loved you are. There is no one else like you. You are a gift unto the world. And when you can really embrace how loved you are, it will be reflected back to you in every possible way as Bestie tries to. So I'm going to leave the reading here. Again, thank you so very much. Please join me as we continue in with the extended reading with more guidance, insight, messages, secret messages, and more of what you're meant to hear as each of us approach union. So again, thank you all so very much. Please click the link below to join me in the extended, and I will see you there. If not, if this is where we leave off, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much for being who you are and for showing up in the world the way you do. Remember, you are a gift to the planet, and be in honor of that, be in honor of you because you are a gift. If you would like to book a personal twin flame reading with me, please contact me. Either you can DM me on Instagram or you can email me, and all that information is listed on my YouTube page. And so, yeah, I love you all so very much. And until next time, I'm wishing you all so much love and peace. Say bye, bestie. Say bye to everybody. Bye.